They didn't come to my son's birthday. No call, no message, nothing. But a week later, they asked me for $2,200. That's when I decided enough was enough. Hi, my name is Rachel. I'm 34, and I work as a pediatric occupational therapist in Nashville, Tennessee. I've spent the last decade helping kids with sensory challenges learn to tie their shoes, hold a pencil, ride a bike. Little victories that mean the world to their families. But nothing prepared me for the day I had to explain to my own son why his family didn't care enough to show up for him. Leo was born with mild autism. Social cues don't always click for him. Birthdays are everything, not because he loves presents, but because they're proof in his mind that people love him. So when he turned 6, I would come to my party. I invited my family with hope in my heart. Not because they've been great, but because I wanted Leo to feel connected, to believe he belonged. My brother, Tyler, is 28, my parents' golden child. Straight A student, engineering degree, now working at a tech firm in Atlanta. He's always been polite to me, but distant. Like I'm a cousin, not a sister. Still, I thought, it's Leo's birthday. They'll come for him. The morning of the party, I woke up at 5 a.m. to bake extra cupcakes. Leo helped decorate them, his little tongue sticking out in concentration. He kept saying, "Grandma's gonna love the sparkles." By 1 p.m., the play center was ready. Balloons, streamers, a Happy Birthday Leo banner I'd hand-painted. The T-Rex arrived. The other kids showed up. Parents chatted, laughed, took photos. But our family's table, empty. At 2 p.m., I texted my mom, "Hey, everything okay? Party starts in 30. No reply. At 2:45. Leo tugged my sleeve. "Mom, did they forget?" My throat closed up. "Maybe they got stuck in traffic, sweetie." By 4 p.m., the party was over. The T-Rex left. The kids went home. Leo sat on the floor, quietly stacking his unopened presents into a neat pile. That night, as I washed frosting off plates, he asked, "Was I not good enough for them to come?" I held him so tight, I thought my ribs would crack. "You're perfect, baby. This isn't about you. It's about them." But inside, I was screaming. 3 days passed. No apology. No explanation. Then, on a Tuesday morning, my phone buzzed. It was a group text from my mom, titled "Tyler's Big Night." "So proud of our boy. He's graduating with honors. We're hosting a formal dinner at the Oak Room. $225 per plate, plus photographer and champagne toast. Total per sibling, $2,200. Please send by Friday so we can finalize the head count." Attached was a glossy menu. Seal scallops, filet mignon, truffle mashed potatoes, custom dessert tower. $2,200 for one dinner. I laughed, a broken, hollow sound. Because just last month, when I asked my mom to lend me $200 for Leo's speech therapy copay, she said, "Honey, we're on a fixed budget. You know how it is." But they could drop $2,200 on a steak dinner for my brother, who already got a new car from them for graduation? I opened my Venmo, typed my mom's name, entered the amount. But instead of 2,200, I typed $1. Then I added a note. For the cupcake Leo saved for Grandma. She never came to eat it. I hit send. And for the first time in years, I felt free. Within an hour, my phone exploded. First, a call from my mom. I let it go to voicemail. Then a text. Rachel, is this a mistake? Venmo says $1. I didn't reply. Then Tyler. Seriously, you're gonna do this after everything mom and dad have done for us? Still silence. Then my Aunt Linda. That's incredibly petty. Tyler worked so hard for this. Don't ruin his night over a kid's party. Over a kid's party. As if Leo's heartbreak was a minor inconvenience. Finally, my mom called again. This time I answered. Rachel, what is wrong with you? She said, voice sharp. We're trying to celebrate your brother, and you send $1? With that note? Do you know how embarrassing that is? I took a slow breath. Do you know how embarrassing it was for my 6-year-old to stand by the door for 2 hours waiting for people who said they'd come? We were busy. Your father had a golf tournament and Tyler had a work event. You RSVP'd yes, Mom. You come. You told Leo you'd bring his favorite cookies. It was just a birthday. Kids have them every year. For Leo, it's not just a birthday. It's proof he matters, and you made sure he knew he didn't. Silence. Then quietly, we didn't think it was a big deal. That's the problem, I said. You never do. I hung up. The next few days were tense. My mom left 3 voicemails. Tyler sent a long email about family loyalty. Even my dad called, something he hasn't done in years, saying, This isn't like you, Rachel. But here's the thing. This is like me now, because I spent years shrinking myself so they'd be comfortable. Saying, it's fine when it wasn't. Accepting crumbs of attention while they served feasts to Tyler. But Leo changed that. I won't let him grow up thinking love is conditional. That he has to earn his place in a family that only shows up for the important people. So I stood my ground. A week later, I got an email from my mom. We've removed you from the graduation guest list. Given your attitude, it's clear you don't support your brother. I almost laughed. My attitude? Not theirs, when they abandoned a child on his birthday? But then, something unexpected happened. My cousin Mia, the quiet one who always sat in the back at family dinners, texted me, Hey, I saw what happened, and so sorry about Leo's party. I actually wanted to come, but Mom said Rachel's side always makes everything about themselves. I didn't know what to do. We talked for hours. Turns out she'd been feeling invisible too, stuck in the shadow of her perfect brother. Then another cousin reached out. Then an aunt, my dad's sister, who'd sent Leo a birthday card, the only one from the family. One by one, the cracks in their perfect facade started showing. The graduation dinner came and went. I didn't go, but Mia did, and later told me what happened. When the server handed out the final bill, my mom announced, Rachel only sent $1, so we'll just cover her share. Tyler muttered, typical. But then my uncle, the one who didn't show up to Leo's party, stood up. Actually, he said, I'm not paying for this. Everyone froze. I missed my grandson's birthday because I thought it was just a kid's thing. But seeing how you all treated Rachel, I realized something. We've been celebrating achievements, but ignoring hearts. That's not family. That's a fan club. He walked out, and 2 cousins followed him. My mom was furious, but for the first time she was also alone. Today life is quieter, but fuller. Leo's doing great. He started a new therapy program, and last week he made a friend at the park who also loves dinosaurs. I've stopped waiting for my family's approval. Instead, I've built my own. Mia and I have monthly coffee dates. My aunt sends Leo little science kits. Even my uncle calls sometimes, just to ask how we're doing. As for Tyler, we haven't spoken in months. But last week, I got a plain envelope in the mail. No return address. Inside was a $2,200 check and a note. I'm sorry I wasn't there for Leo. I didn't understand how much it meant. This is for his therapy. No strings. I cried. Not because I needed the money, but because maybe, just maybe, someone finally saw us. I deposited the check and used half of it to book Leo a real dino adventure experience, complete with a paleontologist, fossil dig, and a T-Rex meet and greet. When he found out, his eyes lit up like the ocean at sunrise. "Grandma's not coming, right?" he asked quietly. "No, sweetie, but that's okay, because I'm here, and I'll never miss your big days." He hugged me tight. "You're my favorite person, Mom." And in that moment, I knew. Family isn't who shares your blood. It's who shows up with their whole heart when it matters most. So no, I don't regret sending $1. Because that $1 wasn't about money. It was a message. My son's worth more than your convenience. And if that cost me their approval, good. I'd rather have my son's trust.